America's 25 biggest philanthropists doled out billions of dollars in grants to a wide range of causes last year, from medical and scientific research to environmental sustainability to legal services for low-income Americans. And ahead of the U.S. presidential election in November this year, several of these philanthropists focused their giving on groups that strengthen democracy. Altogether, the lifetime giving of these 25 philanthropists through December 30th, 2023, rose to nearly $211 billion, up about 7% from last year's total, Forbes found. New giving just in 2023 by the members of this year's list totaled nearly $25 billion. Here are America's top 5 philanthropists. Number 5. McKenzie Scott. Scott gave $2.15 billion in 2023 to a total of 360 groups in 35 U.S. states and countries like Brazil and India. This includes donations to CamFed, a Pan-African group supporting girls' education and women's leadership, Just the Pill, a UK group that delivers abortion pills by mail, and legal aid groups in Oklahoma, West Virginia, and 4 other U.S. locations offering legal services to low-income residents. Scott, who was previously married to Jeff Bezos and received a 4% stake in Amazon in their 2019 divorce, does not have a traditional charitable foundation, but instead does at least some of her charitable giving via donor-advised funds. Number 4. Michael Bloomberg. The 82-year-old founder of financial data and media company Bloomberg LP doled out $3 billion in 2023, nearly $1.3 billion more than he'd given away in 2022. He committed $500 million over several years to Beyond Carbon, a philanthropic effort to fight the climate crisis, following a $500 million commitment he made in 2019 when he launched the effort. He also pledged $420 million over 4 years to an initiative to reduce tobacco use in 110 countries, including China and India. Last year, Mike Bloomberg said he would donate his stake in his company, Bloomberg LP, to Bloomberg Philanthropies when he dies, if not sooner. Following the October 7th Hamas attacks on Israel, Bloomberg donated $44 million to Megan David Odom, the Israeli Red Cross. Number 3. George Soros. Over the course of 3 decades, hedge fund founder George Soros, now 93, put $32 billion of his fortune into open society foundations. It funds groups that promote democracy, transparency, and freedom of speech, and is active in some 120 countries. Open Society Foundation encompasses a number of funding entities. In the U.S., its Open Society Institute is a registered charitable foundation that has $4.5 billion in net assets. Soros' now 38-year-old son, Alex, was quietly elected chair of Open Society Foundations in December 2022. The news became public in June 2023. Number 2. Bill Gates and Melinda French Gates. Bill and Melinda continue to co-chair the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, despite their 2021 divorce. Forbes counts the former couple's donations as a combined number. Their foundation, which, among other things, works to vaccinate children in poor countries, has been increasing its annual budget. Its goal is $9 billion in annual distributions by 2026. Number 1. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett tops our list as the biggest giver for the 4th year in a row, with $56.7 billion in lifetime giving. The 93-year-old CEO of conglomerate Berkshire Hathaway, who also gave away the most in 2023, is on a mission to make sure that he doesn't leave his heirs a fortune. My children, along with their father, have a common belief that dynastic wealth, though both legal and common in much of the world, including the United States, is not desirable, Buffett wrote in a statement he issued in November to accompany a gift of Berkshire shares to 4 family charitable foundations. Still, he's only donated 30% of his fortune, in part because the value of his Berkshire Hathaway stock keeps rising.